Hello everybody and welcome back to another MTG Bulk Mythic YouTube video. Today I'm continuing on with my product openings for Zendikar Rising. Today we're going to open up the bundle. Now this is one that I alluded to in a prior video when I opened up the gift bundle. This is the basic bundle. This bundle comes out with every single set, whereas the gift version comes out only for the winter set. So we'll kind of dive into it. And real quick, while I'm opening up, we'll talk about what's inside. So this one is in the $40 range, plus taxes, depending on where you get it from, all that kind of good stuff. But inside this box, you are going to find 10 draft boosters, as well as a foil land pack, a non-foil land pack, an oversized spin down die, D20, as well as a foil promo mythic rare, and then this set it's Cherix, which we'll look at here in a second. You also get this neat little like insert that tells you, some of the things that are in other products. In this case, it's the set boosters. And then you have this neat little lore thing, talks about some of the tools that the core use on Zendikar. You also have this neat little box, which is literally just a spacer for the bundle and the sleeve. And you can use it as a pencil box. I mean, that's the only purpose I've discovered for it because, well, it's not sized to fit cards at all. And it doesn't really fit anything else conveniently except for pencils, but it's got Planeswalker symbol, whatever. I'm not too big into that one. And just like I showed on the gift bundle version, it has the box, this with the standard style non-foil box, and then again you can separate this wrapper or this sleeve and remove the rubber cement here to have a panoramic image. And this one is the floating land masses, the living land masses of Zendikar, with conveniently the Planeswalker symbol right there. So that's kind of a cool little hidden gem there, an Easter egg if you will. But let's kind of get into the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, which is what's inside the box. Now again, with this one, if you are purchasing any of the bundle boxes, they have this cardboard sleeve here. I recommend leaving it in. If you really want to use these boxes for a long time, you can even put just a little bit of glue on the top and pop it back in there. What it does is, because this is tapered here, as you can see, it keeps it from falling awkwardly on this. So that little sleeve will rest on these edges here, keep your box nice and square, allow you to stack them, and keep you from actually damaging the cards. Some people pull those out. I used to. I discovered it was a bad idea. Right, so here's our regular land pack. It has 20 lands. I want to say, was it 20 lands still? It's kind of hard to remember what they put in these things anymore. But it's an even number of each basic. So you have one of each right there in Wooburg. And then, so that's 2 sets, 3 sets, and 4 sets. So that's 20 lands, right? In this instance, they're all the same art for each basic land. There are multiple different arts for each basic land in each set. So that, in my opinion, is kind of a lost opportunity. Like, let's give everybody the variety. The other thing that I think is a lost opportunity is this and the pre-con decks, whether they're the Planeswalker decks or whatever they are now, and maybe even the Commanders, I'm not sure. But they're the only places where you get these standard frame lands. In all the booster packs, these basic lands are the full art lands that you would expect out of a Zendikar product. So I think that's kind of a loss there. Lost opportunity. Why even bother? If you have a product like Zendikar that's going to print full art lands, why do you even bother printing the normal standard frames? But that's just my opinion. To be honest, the full art lands are not too of value where it's going to force a bunch of MTG finance individuals, the people that are just trying to buy and then resell for profit cards, to go out and buy out all the bundles just so they have all of the full art lands, because they're everywhere now, right? And the same thing is true with the foil land pack. They're the exact same lands except in foil, but I'll show you real quick instead of having to go through all of that. Here is our foil rare, not even a mythic this time, for Cherex. This is a different art than the normal printing of the card that you're going to see in the booster packs if you open a Cherex. So it's kind of a fun card, very splashy. I haven't seen it do anything yet competitively, but it can be a lot of fun to play. It is a 2 generic and 2 blue legendary creature, Leviathan Crab. It's a 0/17, and it says spells your opponents cast that target Cherex, the Raging Isle, cost 2 more to cast. 2 generic mana more to cast. So it kind of protects itself by taxing spells. And you can pay 3 generic mana, and it gets plus X, minus X until end of turn, where X is the number of islands you control. So you can trade some of its toughness for power by activating it if it's attacking or blocking. So that's kind of a fun little thread of activation there that can play with your opponent's decisions to attack or block. And then it comes with a couple of cards that have game rules on it to kind of guide players through. All right, but this is the meat and potatoes right here, the 10 draft boosters. So let's go ahead and start opening those up real quick. The box also comes with this little divider tray, which is really cool. It slides around in here. You can use it to separate your cards if you have like a deck, and then a sideboard, and then chaff or other cards, trade stock, stuff like that. These are actually really good decks, right? They are sturdy, and I use them a lot to store my cards, sort them by set, the ones that don't go into my collector binders and things like that. And then of course you have your oversized spin down D20 die, set symbol on the 20, and then goes sequentially all the way down to 1. So if you have no other life track device, you can use this to keep track of your life total, because in a one-on-one format, except for Commander, you're going to start with 20 life. So there you go, right? So that's kind of cool stuff that comes in the box along with these packs. Now, $40 range for this product. And if you think about it, a draft booster is right around the $4 range. So just by purchasing this and getting the 10 draft boosters, you're already getting your money's worth, essentially, right? And here's Legion Angel. It's our rare for this pack. It has 2 generic, 2 white for a 4/3 flying angel warrior. And then when it enters the battlefield, you can search, or you may reveal a card you own named Legion Angel from outside the game and put it into your hand. So you can put this in your deck and essentially constructed play. It allows you to go into your sideboard, get another copy of it, and put it into your hand. So it's kind of a trade-off of how many of these do you have in your deck, how many do you have in your sideboard, because you have to at least draw one and cast it to be able to go search up the other one, right? And then here is the full art land that I was talking about. Why aren't these in the land packs, in the bundle, Wizards? I challenge you to answer. Okay, and then here's our token. This token is for the modal double-faced cards because it has a magic back. So you can have the modal double-faced cards. I saw one in here. It might have been an uncommon. Yes, it was. You can just write them on the card. So in this case, McKindy Stampede. It's a creature or sorcery rather on one side, and it's a land on the other. So you see these little front and back side symbols. You can write them in here, put whatever notes you need to. Sleeve this up, put it in your deck, have that card available so that you're not, if you don't have sleeves, or if you have sleeves that you see through, you still have a magic backed card that represents it in your deck. All right, so that's what those are for. They had checklist cards before for some of the other double-faced cards and sets like Innistrad and things of that nature. So the interesting thing about those, though, is they are this card has a collector number of 1 through 9, and they're all the same except for the art that's in the background. If you get all 9 of them, put them in a binder page, it creates the background art creates a full page art of that floating land that's in a planeswalker symbol. Just so you guys know, I literally am just short numbers 1 and 3 before I complete that in my binder. So hopefully, that's number 2. It doesn't help me out a whole lot, but hopefully I find another one, right? Here's another modal double-faced card. They're all lands on the back that enter the battlefield tapped. They can tap for the color of mana, similar to the color identity of the front side. So the front side usually is a little bit below rate card, but in limited and sometimes even in standard, they're playable because you can also, if you put enough of them in your deck, take away land slots and have more real spells in your deck. And then at the time that you have them in your hand, you just choose if you want it to be a tapped land or a spell, right? And then Maul the Skyclaves. I really like this equipment. It has wrecked me a lot of times, to be honest. I haven't built anything around it yet, but I've seen some really good decks that run it. It is a 2 generic and 1 white artifact equipment that when it enters the battlefield, you may attach it to a creature you control, which is all the equipment in this set. It takes away the tax of having to pay the equip cost when you cast it if you have a creature in play to attach it to, which is really awesome, right? And then you can re-equip it to anything for 2 generic and 2 white, and the equipped creature gets +2/+2 flying and first strike. Like, that has done some serious damage to me. If you put it on a creature, pump it up, and I got an ad card, that's trash. Especially if that creature has lifelink, and I can't block it because the extra power and the first strike just make it impossible to block, and the lifelink cause you to run away the game. So even if you get caught chump blocking, your opponent's still gaining life, even if you're not losing it, and it's just not good. So for the opponent that has to defend against that. So I really like that. I'm probably going to build something around it just for ladder play or getting dailies knocked out in arena. So really like that one. Again, Ravager's Mace is another artifact equipment. In this case, it's the Signpost uncommon artifact. Again, attach it. I like the fact that they did this in this set. Attach it to target creature you control when it enters the battlefield. It kind of feels like an enchantment when you cast it, an enchantment aura, but then you can continue to pay the equip cost to attach it to other creatures while you're playing it. It makes these a lot more playable. And here we have, lucky me, it's a full art modal double-faced land pathway. So Clearwater Pathway is the front face. Murkwater Pathway is the back face. These, people don't sleep on these. If you want them, if you need them, get them now. When in-store play becomes available again, oh look, there's 1 of 9 right there, down to 1 more. I just need 3 of 9. I got the set. But back to these guys. Pick them up if you need them now. When in-store play in North America picks back up, their prices are going to go up. Stock is going to go down. So if you need them for any format whatsoever, if you're looking for dual lands for any format, this right here is the solution they were looking for when they came out with the 2-color fetch lands. All right, so pick them up now. They're going to be playable forever. That's just me saying so. I've opened quite a few of them. I really don't plan on getting rid of any of them until I have a playset of each, just so y'all know where I'm sitting on them. So that's just my words of wisdom. Take it or leave it, right? And here's Verolaz. I can't even pronounce that. Verazol, the split current creature serpent. It's an X spell with Simic. When it enters with the battlefield with +1/+1 counter on it for each mana spent to cast it. So it actually counts the Simic mana that you used in that X, in that +1/+1 counter cost or count. And it's a legendary creature, so if it's your commander and you had to pay commander tax as well to cast it, it counts that as well. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of weird. In my opinion, that's not a Hydra because that's definitely very Hydra flavored, but it is what it is. I'm not playing it in my Simic, or I'm sorry, my Hydra deck right now. That is Teamer or Sultai. I think it's Sultai. Yeah, Sultai. But it might be an inclusion. Really, the only thing that's keeping me from putting in there is it doesn't say Hydra right there. It's a matter of principle, people. Come on. All right, and then we got Marasa Brute foil. That's kind of cool. Again, full art lands. These things are amazing. There's 3 of 9. Thank you very much. You saw it here on the YouTube channel. I just completed my sheet. I'll show you guys that here in a little bit. on another video. I'm not going to waste time on this video to pull that binder out for you, but I'll show it on another one. All right, let's keep opening. Let's keep opening. This is a good day. All right. We're actually getting decent pulls here, in my opinion. And I just completed my sheet of token cards, so that's kind of cool. All right, so let's look at what else we're getting here. Kalini Ambush, right? If you play Commander in green, you probably want this card. It's a fight card, but on the back side, it's a tapped green land. It's removal in green. That also takes up a land slot, people. Let's think about that, right? Coveted Prize. This is definitely kind of an underwhelming rare, in my opinion, especially in limited. I haven't seen anything in standard that really takes advantage of it. Maybe in Commander, if you're playing a 5-color allied tribal with party in it, it's worthwhile, but I'm not super stoked about it. That's just me. So about halfway through here, this is pack number 6. Again, this is one of my favorite products. It's the $40 range, but if you look back in my videos, I'll leave a link on the end screen to look back in my videos. I did open the gift bundle. If you have the extra $10-ish to jump up to that, it's worth it, whether you're giving it a gift or not, because you're getting everything that we're talking about here, everything that you've seen so far. And you're also getting an additional collector booster. And those collector boosters are $25 retail. A bunch of foil, additional rares, a lot more fun to open. If you're giving gifts, trust me, the person you're giving to is going to appreciate that extra value, and you are getting extra value out of that extra $10. And it only happens during the winter, for the winter set, so now is the time to take advantage of that opportunity. If not, no worries, this is a good value. I don't know a Magic player that's going to be disappointed if you're shopping for one and you walk into a local game store and you ask for a bundle. You know, the shop owners are going to help you out, right? And here we go, another Clearwater Pathway. It's the same one. In this case, it's the normal frame. So I didn't get the extended art frame. We'll go ahead and pick these up and show you here, right? I didn't get the full art frame on that guy, but again, the card is the card, right? So just look at that, though. Isn't that incredible? If you can put these full art alternate framed, or these alternate art full framed, or whatever you want to call them, cards in a regular booster, why can we not? Why can we not just get full art lands in the land packs of a bundle? Okay, but again, don't sleep on these. They're going to be playable. I'm building a Send Triplets deck right now. A Clearwater Pathway is going in that deck. It's just too easy for the mana fixing for that. And I'm waiting for the rest of the color pairs to come out in future sets, so I can go ahead and grab those. Great for Commander. Great for Modern. Even seeing some Legacy and Vintage play. So grab them now before people start playing with paper again in mass, because they're only going to go up. Right? This set, to be honest, going into the holidays, yes, the next set doesn't come out till late July, but how many people are opening it, right? A lot of people have just transitioned to online play in either MTGO or Arena. I've been playing, all of my plays in Arena right now. I don't have anywhere to go to play face-to-face with anybody except for within my household, which is rather small and not frequent. So I play Arena a lot. So not my guess is not a lot of these cards, even down to the commons, are going to be printed and opened in paper. And then if and when paper play comes back, they're going to be in short supply. So get what you want now. Get those dual-faced lands, all that kind of fun stuff. So that's the normal bundle. You're going to see this for every single standard expansion set that comes out. It's a great product. I had a lot of fun. We actually got some really good stuff. Felidar Retreat is actually a really fun card to play with the landfall mechanic. creating tokens or just pumping the team permanently with those +1/+1 counters, whatever you want. I know someone who's going to get a lot of play out of this Master of Winds. I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the mail to them. These modal double-faced, for a lack, I mean, that's the industry term. That's what Wizards calls them. Lands are great, even the ones that have a spell on the front side. This set is a lot of fun. I'm sorely disappointed that I did not get to draft it live. I am sorely disappointed that I have not been able to sit down face to face with another Magic player and play standard or modern or anything implementing these cards, but the formats are alive and well, so get out there, find the electronic means. If you're in an area that you can play face to face, do so, and enjoy it, man. Have a good time. If you're looking for things for gifts, I know we're in the peak of the holiday season right now. This is an awesome product. I'm going to leave some links in the end screen for other products that I've opened of various price points, so you can see what you're getting for your money. And don't be afraid to give a Magic player some cards, man. We're always going to enjoy it. So if you're enjoying what I'm doing, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Facebook for more content and discussion. Leave comments down below. I really appreciate that. It helps me out a lot. Lets me know if I'm going in the right direction or other things I can try, as well as promotes the channel. And share it with a friend. Let everybody else out there in this time that we can't even see each other face to face know that we are still sharing our hobby together.